This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Hot chocolate with mozzarella cheese.
In the hot chocolate,
Oh,
or just
yeah.
like together?
Yeah, I know you put. No, you can.
Because I feel like I've done that, not so entirely recently, but
Yeah.
like had string cheese and had hot chocolate in reasonably close
Well,
like, chronological proximity.
So you're supposed to use Colombian cheese for this, but you can get like a halloumi, something firm,
Okay,
Just instead of a marshmallow,
Yeah.
just floating in your hot chocolate.
Yeah, just a little piece of
a salty cheese cube in your hot chocolate.
Yeah,
I'm
salted.
not really into it, if I'm being honest.
So
Alright.
I'm actually not as repulsed by that as the peanut butter and pickles, but I'm skeptical. Suffice it to say, I mean,
Now, see,
yeah.
I've used like celery to eat peanut butter before. It's like diety kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you could probably do cucumber, and that's not a far jump to pickles. Although pickles does have the significant addition of vinegar.
Yeah, it's the vinegar.
Yeah.
The vinegar is the culprit for me, really. It's like I don't have a problem with the vegetable component of pickles. It's the pickle component.
The sourness and tartness together with the peanut butter. I guess it depends on the type of peanut butter.
I'm gonna try it.
If it's an unsweetened peanut butter, you could probably.
I eat that healthy peanut butter that's just peanut oil and peanut dust, and you mix it together into a paste. And like, if there's something that no peanut butter needs, it's more liquid introduced in there.
It's fine. I bet it's great. What about?
No, we're talking pickle here, right? Like, it doesn't have to be liquid. You could be using a pickle spear as a peanut
but they're
butter
so
scoop.
juicy. Like, how are you drying out this pickle? Are you dehydrating a pickle? If you
don't-
dehydrate a pickle for me, then yes, I'll put peanut butter on that.
You don't. You eat it wet.
patting it out on a. Oh, come on, man!
No, you put a wet pickle in your goddamn peanut butter. Stop being cowards. Oh, what is this, Princess Hour? Friggin' stop.
Look, I'm an omnivorous guy. Like, there's no combination of edible foods that I won't eat, but like, it doesn't sound good. That sounds unpleasant.
Okay. So what about bananas and curry?
No objection.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm skeptical that it's a good
make it
combo,
work.
but it sounds like an edible one.
So they have banana curry pizza. It's quite popular. It's basically curry, like it's a pizza with curry sauce and then bananas, sliced bananas on top.
The mozzarella hot chocolate, there's no way there's not something better you could put in there.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that is the thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
is
yeah.
this a choice? Is this a positive choice that you're
And
making?
I think
the answer is probably no.
I bet it's fine. Like, I can kind of imagine it. I'm kind of like, the salts, the sweet, but I think one way to improve both of those things would be to not combine them.
Yeah. What about 7-Up with milk? That's a thing.
I could kind of see it. Like, I've had, like, an Italian soda, like a carbonated Italian soda, or an Italian cream, I guess, which is the Italian soda mixture in, like, milk or something like that. So I could see that working.
As a kid, I recall doing some like mad beverage science and mixing various child beverages together. And I believe I mixed soda and milk at one point and found the result to be chemically horrifying.
So specifically with 7-Up, I think it's fine. Although, yeah, because I think like a lot of other things break the milk, but maybe this does too.
But citrus curdles milk.
Yeah, but it's very popular for breaking like a Ramadan fast. Is 7-Up and milk.
Why not, man? I could see it.
Yeah.
I kind of see it. Like, I've never tried it. I don't know that I ever will, but, like,
Yeah.
I see it.
My childhood experience at that juvenile chemistry of mixing milk with beverages that are not milk-based was pretty bad. Like, it was...
No, I remember doing that myself. And
I've sort of sequestered those memories in the, like, basement of my mind palace.
It's sort of... Yeah, it's sort of like when you put milk in with like cola, it sort of breaks it down into like flakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recall it being so very bad. So it's not that I'm calling the authors of that article a liar. It's just, I don't know.
But you know what, though? Root beer floats.
Yeah, it's true. That's fair.
Yep.
You know? I don't know. Are we gonna...
I mean, yeah, I'm ready to be done. I just figured, so.
Oh, no. I think we should have ended the last show when I said that's done.
Yeah, hard cut.
Yeah, it's a pity that we didn't.
Well, we did. We could have.
Could we not have retroactively?
That's up to you. You're in charge.
Yeah.
You're in oh, shit. There's the snail stampede.
Oh, yeah.
These snails are leading edge of stampede of imported French escargot, recently escaped from a haunted San Francisco restaurant, being chased by a posse snooty San Francisco chefs. They appear to stretch to the horizon, and they're headed straight for town. If you don't do something soon to prevent them, they'll slime the entire city.
A little Googling suggests that the collective noun for a group of snails is a rout. A rout of snails.
You grab a couple snails from the front of the pack while imagining the aroma of warm garlic butter. Is that what it was? Anyway. Have you guys ever eaten a snail?
I've had escargot before.
I'm pretty sure I have.
I've never done it.
They were kind of like if I'm recalling correctly that I did, I think it was almost exactly like eating a mushroom.
That checks. Like
that, texture, flavor, everything.
Texture-wise, yeah.
That makes sense, actually.
I remember it being pretty salty, but like it was a very long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was in like elementary school. And it was a thing we did at school, like it's some kind of like cultural thing. I think they were just trying to teach us to be more like accepting of unusual like foods and stuff like that.
That's fair.
Obviously, we're shitty Canadian children, so
I get it. Sam, there's a stampede headed for town. Don't go outside. We're open 24 hours a day, Fred. I never go outside. Besides, the sun dries out my beautiful skin. I'm just saying, for your own safety. Gotcha. Tell you what, I'll stay in here and just sort of serve drinks and collect money. You run around outside like a chicken with your head cut off and save the town, okay? Okay. Doc, do you know about snails? They make me sick to my stomach. Pardon? They make you what? Sick! Sick! That'll be quite enough of that, Doc. We're not plugging any more shaving cream companies in this game. Get it, everyone?
I don't, but I can extrapolate.
Schick is a shaving cream and shaving razors company.
Yeah.
So I have extrapolated.
Yeah, and yeah.
I gather that the gag here is that it's a snail stampede and we're sort of chicken littling it, like trying to warn everybody, but it's like really slow. But also, like, I don't know that I follow what the problem would be with a stampede of snails.
They're gonna slime the whole town.
Yeah.
Isn't that fine, though?
It's not. It's not.
Well, not in the premise of the game.
Okay.
Helen, have
Okay.
you ever thought of putting Escar-go on the menu?
Okay. It's not gonna respond.
Have you heard Hop sing? There's a stampede a-coming. Okay. Nobody tell Hop Sing nothing back here. Hop Sing could fall over and die and rot. Nobody would even know for days. Now, I could do the accent, but I'm not doing it, guys.
No, I appreciate that you're not.
Yeah. Go and leave Hop Sing to suffer in silence. So what if everybody ignore me? So what if nobody talked to me back here except Mom when she wants something? So what if Hop Sing slave over a hot steam table all day and work fingers to the bone? I thought you were gonna suffer in silence. Okay for you, Freddy Pharkas. You get yours, you'll see. Just like the rest. You moose.
That's vamoose.
I made it into a
Vamoose, like, get
Y.
outta here.
I made it into a
No,
Y.
I heard you make it into a Y. I was just questioning.
It was the font. It
reasons.
was the font choice. Maggots crawling through the door and flies circling the ceiling. What is this town coming to?
So I know the solution already, but I'm just going to kind of walk around a little bit and see if anyone's going to give us a clue as to what the solution's meant to be.
What do you guys think?
Maybe it's in the manual.
Oh, okay. The door swings open. Help yourself. I'll be right out. Hey, Willie, you heard about the snail stampede? Yipper. You ever hear of anything like this happening before? Nope, never. Well, what am I supposed to do about it? Hey, boy, I'm just an old whittler sitting around watching events unfold and commenting with my folksy old-timey attitude. You know, I'm kind of cranky, but with a sense of humor, too. Can't you give me some advice? Well, that ain't my specialty, but I'll tell you this. Them snails ain't much different from your ordinary garden slugs. They probably likes the same things, so just keep that in mind when dealing with them. Thanks. You're welcome. Now get out of here, I'm done with you. What about tomatoes and peanut butter?
Tomatoes and peanut butter?
Yeah, on toast.
I have fewer objections to that.
That's not too bad, eh?
No, that's fine. It's just
I
like
don't have any. I mean, yeah, it's still not my thing. But then again, like, I'm not a big tomato guy to begin with, so.
you guys also see that fucked up dog, right?
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
saw that.
absolutely. Saw the
Okay,
fucked up
good.
dog. It was
Good.
not a hallucination. You're all right.
It's not that I'm about to fall asleep. It's just that I'm at a point where I wouldn't know if I did. You know?
Well, I'm glad we're in the second episode. We'll get this done for you, Alex. You're doing great, by the way.
Thank you.
Nobody's even gonna know.
I think there's something behind my eyes. Something
Your
with
ocular
legs.
nerve in your brain.
Something legged behind my eyes that's sort of pressing with its strong little legs at the backs of my eyes.
Peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches.
Well, I mean, you know, peanut butter burgers frequently have mayo on
They
them,
do.
so
They do.
That's
It's
fine.
sort of right up there with the pickles. It's a vinegary substance, the mayo, but it's more consistent with the consistency of peanut butter, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
mayo's not
care
that
for the
vinegary,
concept.
Usually, it's usually a lot more bland than like pickle juice, pickle vinegar.
Yeah. Well, there's like, I mean, cheese on apple pie. That's a classic. I like that.
Yep.
Chocolate in your chili.
Heard of that?
Chocolate
Yeah.
and chili. I
Done
have
that.
heard of that. Yeah, I've also heard of chocolate in like Asian and like Japanese curry.
Oh yeah, I bet that would be good.
Yeah, it's all right.
Watermelon,
Little
feta,
weird,
and mint. That's a combination that people like.
I've
Now get. Coca-Cola chicken. You know, poor fella. Doesn't pay to get into a fight with San Andreas. So hey everybody, why don't you give us your craziest food combinations? Tell us what the
Crazy food combinations.
stuff you like that nobody else likes, or stuff you find that you've tried before and you're like, why? Why have I done this?
If you don't have a peculiar food combination, just tell us your most unusual food that you enjoy.
Hey, Sam, give me a case of beer you just got in from St. Louis. 1 case of lowbrow for the pharmacist, coming right up.
My strangest food preference is probably the sad Dutch licorice that I like.
Oh, yeah.
That Luke one time compared to homelessness in its taste.
Now you know this beer doesn't come corked, right? No problem, Sam. I'll take care of it. Yeah, no, I actually love the salted licorice, too. Okay, fine. That'll be $4.87. Here you go. Sorry, I'm trying. Nice bankroll. Come back anytime. Yeah, your salted licorice is. Mwah.
I really like the stuff you can get here at the farmer's market at that Dutchman's cheese shop. Just sells these like piping bags full of just sad Dutch licorice that's just shaped like tractors and roosters and other just depressing agricultural shapes from a time before fun was invented. It's great. It tastes like you're being punished for something. I love it.
For context, because Alex did mention that when I first tried the double salted licorice, I told him that, this tastes like the way. What was it? This reminds, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I did compare it to homelessness, and I have been homeless, so that wasn't something weird. It was this actually reminds me of the time I spent homeless and the despair I felt at that.
You had more too, though. You had some, and you're like, well,
I kept eating it.
I've been homeless, and now there's this, and those are two experiences that I've had. And then you had another handful.
Yeah, they're gross. But I also will eat them.
They grow on you, though.
Yes, I eat them by the handful. Yeah. I mean, Alex and I have there seems to be something in the lock. We both kind of have a love for disgusting things sometimes,
or things that are terrible.
Yeah, things that are terrible. Yeah. I think that's we understand that's sort of what makes the world go round. So I love it. I love it too. You got me hooked on them. I had never tried any kind of weird licorice before I met you.
Weird licorice. This is the original form of licorice. If anything, most licorices are weird in comparison.
Oh no.
The original creators of licorice would be mortified by red vines and Twizzlers.
They'd be fucking mortified by all sorts.
That's true. They would.
Yeah, and I, after eating that kind of licorice, eating licorice all sorts is like eating cotton candy. It's
just a tablespoon of sugar.
It's just It's so good. If you want to have a taste for licorice and you don't have it, eat that shit. It'll knock you on your ass.
Also, we are not joking. I actually do really like the stuff.
Me too.
I'm poking fun at it because it is it's a bleak candy, but I sincerely love it.
Yeah, so give us your weird foods. And weird food combos.
Just to get us caught up on what's going on in the game here. This one would have been hard when I was a kid. I did not realize that the bottle openers that you use to pop a pinched metal bottle cap off of a bottle, it's called a Churchkey. until like much later in my life.
Oh yeah, no, I even know that, and I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah. So the point of the thing here, and I could have gotten this last time we came to the church as well, but is to get the key out of the church, get the church key, which has the little cross thing that you use, and pop them off.
With muscles bulging from years of grappling with child-proof caps, you deftly wield the church key and wrench the tops from all the beer bottles. Nice job. Look at those suds.
You had a real Christian Slater thing going with that last read.
Oh, man. Christian Slater. If we ever do our level 0
end of topic
watches a movie, like if we ever do podcasts on movies, can we do The Wizard?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't we?
I wanted, yeah. Fucking love The Wizard, man.
It's not exactly to the theme, but I at one point wanted to do like I think this is a King's Quest 2 joke, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I see that.
Yeah, I wanted to do like, you know how they have those like, you know, like Legal Eagle and Dr. Mike and stuff like that. Watch a TV show like a medical drama or a legal drama and like give it points for medical or like legal accuracy and stuff like that. I kind of wanted to do that with video game development, you know?
Right.
Watch like Mythic Quest and you know, special episodes of various TV shows with like video game development. Watch Grandma's Boy.
Fucking Grandma's Boy, yes. The most,
you know?
That's such a, wow. Yeah. I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I kind of still want to do that at some point, but like, yeah, even like one of my pitches like fucking Westworld.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Westworld is ostensibly video game development.
It's true.
It's sort of a Michael Crichton-ish take on like what the future of games would be.
Yeah,
not the most realistic one, but an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like, a gross mishandling of, like, resources and, like, deploy policy and stuff like that, but at the same time, not unrealistic in some ways.
Yeah, they added an interesting level of realism to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is, like, you know, shitty, like, power tripping creative director makes changes to narrative and pushes to the shipping build without consulting anybody. But I mean, you'd think you'd have a tech director that would tell you to fuck off normally if you try to do that, but you know, anyway.
I couldn't follow the last like season or two of that. I really tried.
I mean, like, I watched through the first season and I think most of the second season or something like that. I bought them on Apple TV or something like that. But
it's not that it was bad. It's just that it was a very different show.
Yeah, exactly. The first season was like fascinating to me as somebody who makes video games for a living, but yeah, it got a little bit further away from that after all the big reveals and stuff. So
I don't know how common this is. Did you guys ever have like roller coaster nightmares? Or like nightmares about being trapped in a moving car that's going up and down hills?
Not specifically. No.
I was
That's not my memory.
I was plagued by them when I was younger. That sense of like inescapable inertia and like changing momentum, and like that's exactly how my body feels right now. Like I'm sitting as still as I can,
Oh my God.
and my brain is like a fucking wave pool. Just surging around inside of my skull.
All right, let's finish this episode and let Alex, I guess, melt into a puddle or whatever is going to happen to him.
You know what?
I've had my eyes shut for about 5 minutes because the screen is like undulating at me, like it's simmering.
Hey boys, it's Miller time. I've seen you worse than this, but not much.
I've definitely been worse than this, but it's rare that I've felt worse than this.
And with that, you cleverly poured bottle after bottle of the San Andreas, fucking beer. Will the snails fall for your ruse? Let's find out. Will they accept a domestic? Slurping their little hearts out, if snails may be said to slurp, or even have hearts for that matter. The little guys follow your lead straight over the cliff beside Blackwater Creek.
It's like the pixels of the screen could cut my eyes.
It's
like they're sharp.
It's so colorful. Don't they look like just little lemons marching over that cliff? It's crazy. Oh, it's a lemmings. It's a lemmings. They're even colored like the lemmings. Alex, this must be weird for you, eh? This must be a weird scene. This is actually happening. I can back this up.
Yeah, so I don't understand why the snails just don't go up the cliff, like, why they would go off the edge like that. Like, that's not how snails behave.
It's a lemmings reference. You know?
I guess.
No,
yeah.
it is. It's a lemmings. It's from the video game.
I know of lemmings, but yeah,
it's a lemmings reference. All right, everybody, we're ending the show before Alex dies.
I hardly ever die. It's fine.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever. Not never, but hardly ever.
It is like the screen is made of long needles, and when I try to turn the eyes in my head, it hurts. It's like what being a two-dimensional creature moving through three-dimensional space would feel like. It's just like abrasions that you can't perceive. Just rubbing up against you.
He'll be fine, everybody, I promise. It's okay to be a little concerned, though.
Or if he isn't, then I guess Jedi Knight Academy will end at episode 5.
Oh!
It would be pretty easy for you guys to catch up and carry on without me. We did like 3 missions.
You've done so much worse in your day. If this is what gets you, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, it's true.
I think you need some rest, and you need to stop looking at the screen.
I might, yeah.
I think it's the filter. I really do. I think it's the shader. I think it's ruining you.
It's the other parts of the screen too, though. Like,
all right.
I'm like looking at like the waveform of like my audio recording, and it's almost like if I close my eyes and scan my eyes back and forth, that I can feel the shape of the waveform.
Alex has developed synesthesia.
His brain is just rejecting reality.
And like I'm listening,
for watching everybody.
I'm listening to the words that you're saying, and I'm responding to them, but I'm like trusting some unconscious part of myself to translate.
Holy
those words.
shit! You kind of know what it's like to be me now.
Yeah, I always sort of panic during like this vocal syncs, like I'm gonna get it wrong. I was too tired to do it this time. I just did them.
Yeah. This is great. Okay, everybody, leave your weird food combinations and your well wishes for Alex. We'll see you next
Also,
week.
leave us farm assists if you have any. Like, we're ready.
We're ready. Oh, thank you for all the Norway stuff and the stuff for your city. We'll talk about that next time. We didn't get to it because, frankly, I forgot. I just fucking forgot. But we'll get to it next time. We'll do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go turn myself off and on again and see if that helps.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming
Bye,
out.
everyone.
Stick and stay. Love you.
Bye. I love you. Bye.
Wow. It's what you would expect last words to sound like.